Hello, this is the Brass Love One. I wanted to do a storyline reading as far as if the laws could be changed or made some kind of way, or law could be put in place some kind of way as far as men murdering women, it would be good if some kind of law could be put in place as far as men murdering women. And why I'm saying that is because I am so tired of men murdering pregnant women, killing the babies, killing the women because they don't want a child. Is it any kind of way? It could be medically, where some kind of way men can be fixed, as they call it, right? Where they can't have children, where that is done. Where anybody who decide to kill a pregnant woman because they don't want a baby. And then maybe it will teach all the men down the line that's coming behind them. Well, if I do this, if I kill a pregnant lady because I don't want her baby, I don't want the baby that she got inside of her, this is going to happen to me where I can't have no children. Some kind of law need to be put in place. So I came on here before about stuff like this. Some kind of law got to be in place. Something got to give. It cannot be where women can get murdered by men because they don't want the baby. It got to be where these men are fixed, as they call it, right? That means where they can't have no children. I'm not saying take their personal part off or anything like that, but whatever it has to be. However, whatever is done to be make it where they can't have kids. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not a man. I don't want to sit and say all this and that on this YouTube channel, but you know what I'm talking about. You can't have no babies if nothing is there to be having no babies with. So that means you got to be a certain kind of way and able to even perform. Get what I'm saying? So if you can't even perform, that's what I'm talking about. Where you can't even perform. Get what I'm saying? We ain't got to worry about a baby made, right? You don't want a baby, you can't even perform to even make a baby. How about that? Where you can get like that medically, you can be like that where you don't sit there and like kill an unborn baby and kill the woman who's carrying the baby. All because you don't want a child. You won't wear protection like you should. She not using protection. You won't wear protection, but you want to kill her and kill her baby. I'm tired of that. That is unacceptable. Something got to change. Something got to be done. I want men to be fixed. I want it. Now, if I get enough ladies on board, I wish I had a petition or something I could get signed where all ladies that agree with me could kind of sign a petition for men to get fixed. Is that what they call it? Where you can't even perform. Get what I'm saying? You don't want no baby? Well, let me make sure that this petition gets signed. Where anybody like you decide to murder a woman because she's pregnant with your baby and you don't want your baby, you get fixed. As soon as they put you in that jailhouse, they take you to the doctor and you get fixed. And then let it trickle on down to everybody out there, right? And let them know, if you do this, this is what's going to happen to you. So you come out of jail, even if you got a short stint or whatever they call it, you come out of jail, you ain't gonna be have no babies by nobody. You ain't even gonna be able to be with nobody. Can I be real about it? You ain't even gonna be able to be with nobody because you ain't gonna be able to perform. And it's all because of what you did. So a message got to be sent, because it's not a message being sent. A message got to be sent. A hard message. A hard message. And that's a hard message right there. Make it where you can't even have no babies. Make it where you can't perform to make a baby. You don't want one, you ain't got to worry about it. You can get that operation or whatever it is, and we can just settle your problem. Because if that's going to stop you from murdering mothers and their kids, I will sign it. I will put 1,000 signatures on there. Because enough is enough. I am really sick and tired of you men killing ladies because you don't want a baby. I'll be the first one in line to sign. To get you fixed, whoever you are, any of you. Because if you don't want a baby, keep your zippers up. How many times I got to tell you that? Keep your zippers up, your pants up. How many times I got to tell you that? How many times I got to say it? The next step is you need to get fixed. That's all last to say to you. Okay, this is the Bread Slow One Healer Tarot here on YouTube. Okay, universe, give me a storyline. Because it's ridiculous. Because I saw like a, you know, let me see, I saw a young lady, I don't know what her name is, I just saw that yesterday too. Because it's like, let me see something. Thank you, universe, in advance. A young lady who was found in a trunk, she was pregnant. And found in a trunk. Why? Because she got murdered by her child's father, but I don't know if he didn't want the baby. I don't know why he murdered her, but she had a baby inside of her. That's all I know, and that wasn't acceptable. Okay, let's just see. Let me find her pretty picture. Enough is enough. Let me just see if I can find her. Is this the lady, universe? Let me see if this is her first. Yeah, this is her, pretty little young lady. Pretty little thing. Young lady. And look at him, his sour face. Yes, mister, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yes, I'm talking about you. Okay, here she is. Pretty little face. Look at a young lady. Pretty little thing. See her? Murdered by her child's father's man up here that you see at the top. Why he did it, I have no idea. I always used to look at that as they don't want the children. Because most of the time they don't seem to want the children. She is only 19 years old. A young lady. Young. Okay, let me see where she was from. Wichita, Kansas. 19-year-old. She was pregnant. I don't know why this man did this to you, this young lady. There's no excuse as far as I'm concerned. He couldn't tell me nothing. I'm gonna find out with the storyline. He couldn't tell me nothing. God gonna put it on this chair what this man's problem was. Was this man drug addicted, God? Or was he just plain hateful and sadistic? Thank you, universe. I'm asking. Starting with that man right there. I just showed you. The Lord need to fix him. Make sure he don't even have no kids. He ain't got to worry about having none. You don't want none, mister? I will sign a petition to make sure you don't even have one. You ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about having none. You don't want none? Okay. You're going to kill your own baby, but you're going to kill her mother's baby. She was her mother's baby, and you just took her mother's baby from her. People just don't think. They sit there and just do what they want to do. They don't care about nobody else's life, nobody else's feelings. You need to get yours. You need to be fixed, mister. Starting with you. So let me just see, universe. Give me a storyline reading for, what's this young lady's name? I gotta find out her name. Her name is Miss. What is her name, universe? What is her name? His name is Alexander Lewis. But what is her name, universe? What is her name? They keep calling her a lady. Okay, she got a name. Okay, 19-year-old Zaiylah. Zaiylah. I don't want to say it wrong. Bronson. I better stick with her last name. Miss Bronson. 19 years old. Okay, it says that the officer pulled her out of the trunk and performed life-saving measures. She was pronounced dead. Domestic violence. Okay, let's just flow. Okay, universe, give me a storyline for this man. Because really no excuse for me is an excuse for this man. But I gotta have a storyline for this young lady. What did she do so bad for this man to murder her? Is it just be pregnant? Or she didn't want him no more? Because most of the time people don't want these people anymore, and by them not wanting them anymore. Wait a minute, let me fix my zipper. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Fix some clothes. Okay. When people don't want them anymore, they want to sit there and like abuse somebody or kill someone or whatever. But if you're sorry, you're sorry. Nobody had to keep you if you're sorry. If you're a sorry human being, nobody have to deal with you. You need to be fixed, mister, starting with you. Because I don't like what you did. So let's just start, universe. Give me a number for Miss, number 5 for Miss Bronson. I'm going to stick with her last name because I don't want to mess up her first name. I need to hear her name said, and then maybe I won't mess it up. Just jumping out, whatever it is. This is deck 4, right? So let's just flow for Miss Bronson. Let's take the top cards. He was tearing down her emotions. He needed to filter his ways, this man of hers. Okay, it says right here that I'm happy with my race no matter my color. So he might have been calling her racial slurs. You in this, you in that, you black this, you black that. Or she is dealing with something at work or her neighbors or him. Where somebody need to seek what's been troubling them. So it says right here, to please her soul, God says she knows she must go and get away from this man. Because it says right here that my lawyer says, so she was going to be dealing with a lawyer, agency, or anything like that, or anything like that, or he got a lawyer, anything like that. She had to remember what God says she is. He was going to get chummy with a support group because he had to get a lawyer because he murdered this young lady. Or she is going to get chummy with a support group maybe because maybe she's going to go to non-support form. I just don't know. She is isolated for a coping mechanism. Okay, let's just flow. So we have the top card is fear took this man there to do what he did to Miss Bronson. Bronson, if I'm saying it right. Hold on to that thought that fear took him there to make him do that. So we have right here, she has put a pattern around with him saying only you, babe. So he was the person she loved, evidently. So while time was flowing by, she was having empty thoughts. Okay. Only she could make this happen for her in her life. She need to go ahead and stop fighting. Stop running. I'm so sorry. Hats off to her. She thought she was going down benefit alley as far as something that was happening good in her life, whatever it might have been. I just don't know. But we have right here that he was going to be going to court. Or he did go to court, anything as far as court. He was one then and absorbing to see if she was genuine about something she might have said. But it was time for this man to grow up. And it was time for her to call maybe on him, or because maybe something was going wrong. She had plenty of ideas for her fortune. So I don't know if it was child support. I don't know what's going on with the money. Or she might have had some money and he's busting out on money, anything like that. We got another jail card. So some kind of way we dealing with jail with him. She is in her dream house. Okay, so she joined a party or gathering or whatever, some kind of way, work or whatever she did, or he did as far as court. She is getting negative talk from a leader, and he would be considered the leader at that time. Her guy. Let's just flow, universe. You know all about it for Miss She picked the one for full bloom. This is the merge card. See? She liked him a lot. She picked him for full bloom. She really cared for him. Follow me? So I don't really know what his problem was. Why would he murder her? He didn't care about her, evidently. He didn't care about her. She might have cared about him. That's the problem with ladies caring about people and they don't care about us. They don't really care about us. That's a fact, because he showed he didn't care about her when he did what he did. That shows that he don't care. He didn't care about her. My lawyer said some kind of way she might have been dealing with a lawyer, or call a lawyer, or anything about a lawyer, or it's him. He dealing with a lawyer, anything like that, or he dealt with one. Let's flow. Oh shoot. So we have it's number 15. Something could have happened on the 15th, the first, or anything like that. So we have right here that she is in pain, but someone was a genius and he didn't even know it. She was a genius and this man didn't even know it. She is dealing with pain, or he was dealing with drugs or on some kind of drugs. She had plenty of ideas for her fortune, her money, whatever she make from work or whatever. Or he had ideas for money that she had, anything like that. To please her soul, God said she had to go and leave this man, get away from him. So we have right here, she had this man had addictions. Addictions play a part in soul breaking. Find out why she stuck with it so long. So she is addicted to hanging and being around him and staying with him, and he wasn't good for her. Or he had an addiction, or both of them had an addiction. Her as far as being with somebody who wasn't healthy, or him as far as he was taking some kind of drug. This man, he beat her some kind of way, physically, mentally, verbally, financially, emotionally, some kind of way. She's being fearless. She talking to God right here. She's talking to God. Speak to me, God, help me. Okay. She wanted him to take down the walls for love and cheat on her achievements, all this good stuff she did, or he wanted her to do that, anything like that. Number 5, something could have happened on the 5th. She was dealing with somebody who was karma plagued, this man. There's some information that she got to show that he had a lack of love for her. So he was karma plagued. God wanted her to be strong though in this situation. Okay, he is going to get chummy with a support group, and that would be in court. Or she got chummy with a support group, and it could have been child support or some agency or counseling or whoever this support group is. I don't know for her. But as far as him, a support group might have been, drug treatment or lawyer's office or whatever it is would be for him. Okay, laying down beside you is like my first crush. So laying down beside this man is like her first crush. But she had to get away from the haters and the snakes, because this man was a hater and a snake. He was a hater and a snake. Follow me? He showed he was a hater and a snake because he murdered her. Okay, he wanted her to yield for a second. So it says right here, only you can make this happen, Miss Bronson, for your life. Go on and stop running. So it says right here, God bringing running out back to back. Look at that. God telling her stop running, but then God coming back with running. Look, be that runner. So God wanted her to be that runner as far as making something her own. So if she is living in an apartment with this man, God wanted her to live by herself. If she is having a baby, God wanted her to have your baby by yourself and care for your baby yourself. Disconnect. Get what God's saying. So we have either she a Leo, he a Leo, or God wanted her to act like a fire sign or act like a Leo. Take action like a Leo on whatever day. It could have been a Saturday or whatever day. Okay, because some kind of way she was in her house. But this man is going to jail right here. Or he in jail, however it's flowing. So we have with this card here that she wanted loyal out of this man, but God was saying she had to deal with what was on her own plate and throw away the scraps. Deal with what she could deal with and throw away the rest. Don't try to make something be what it ain't. So somehow she's sitting at the table with this man here, or sitting at the table with a support team or work, or she's sitting at the table with somebody, whoever it was. Okay, it was time for her to call. God says time for her to grow up, to call and get some help if she needed help. Follow me? But it was also time for him to grow up and call if he needed some kind of help for drug treatment, anything like that. Next card was it was unjust what was done to Miss Bronson, right? And somebody going to court about it. And there's this man here, she hooked it. Because we have a lawsuit here. So some kind of way, We can take the lawsuit for her situation if it wasn't a real lawsuit that she might was taking him to non-support. Can I just put it that way? Follow me? So she's pitter-patting around with him. Only you, babe. Child's father, right? Next card is he liked to grandstand and she didn't think it was kosher. Get what I'm saying? Next one is ducking wouldn't help her. He was tired of her right here. But she is going to be herself. He might have been a Taurus, act like an earth sign, anything like that. Or she might have been like an earth sign. I don't know. Okay, she need to look in the mirror. She might have been eating. He could have been eating. He threatened her right here. Try me if you dare. So I'm going to take the lawsuit as non-support. She picked the one for full bloom, so she really liked him where she could marry him. She liked him a lot. The one. Follow me? So we had right here, he had to stop tearing down her emotions, though, and filter his ways, this guy. Okay, she happy with her life no matter her color. He might have been saying racial slurs or whatever he might have been saying. Or we dealing with something at her job, right? Dealing with somebody at her job, maybe her apartment building or anything she's going to take out a lawsuit for if it's not her man. Follow me? Seek what's trouble in this person. Okay, it was time for her to heal. If she is dealing with somebody that was racist against her at her apartment building, at work or anything like that, then she's going to take a lawsuit out on. Or if not that, he might be dealing with somebody as far as jail or whatever that's racist to him or anything. But if not none of that, it's time for her family to heal, her mother especially. Next one is, we got another racist card. Black is beautiful. She loved music. So we got black is beautiful. He might have been calling her black names, black shaming her, saying whatever. Or she is dealing with somebody, like I said, from work or whatever this is. She is having some kind of racial problem with someone. If not her, him in jail or anything like that. Okay, life was like a movie. It was right there, and I shuffled, and God brought it right back. God said, I want that. I shuffled, and God said, no, I want that. And it came right back. Life was like a movie for Miss Bronson. It was Showtime. Life was like a movie. This is a bad card. Okay, fear took this man here, God says. Hold on to the thought that fear took him there to do what he did to Miss Bronson, right? Something was in plain sight for her, and God didn't want her to jeopardize it. Don't jeopardize it, Miss Bronson. She is isolated for a coping mechanism. And she was isolated because he put her in the trunk. Follow me? So we have this man, her child's father. What is his name? Let me see. What's his name? Universe. Her child's father. His name is... what's his name? Mr. Lewis. He's 22 years old. Mr. Lewis. Alexander Lewis, 22. He faked first and second degree murder. Well, him, Mr. Lewis, wanted his cup filled. That means that he want romance out of Miss Bronson, or he wanted time, romance, or money. He wanted one or the other from her. But God says right here, he owed Miss Bronson an apology. And also her mother, he owed one too. Because he felt restricted, that he had no way out of something. Whatever he felt. So he popped up on her. Follow me? On whatever day. It don't have to be a Wednesday. He popped up on whatever day he popped up on her. Wherever at work or wherever he popped up on her at. She is taking her for a joke. Get what the card's saying. So we have right here that she needed transportation, or he needed transportation. Let's just play. She needed transportation. This usually go with the person I'm talking about. She needed transportation to go to training, to go to court, to go wherever, or he need transportation to go to court, to work or training. He needed it or she needed it. Whose car was it, hers or his? It was transparent. He looked at her as a liability, Miss Bronson, right? So we have right here, God know this man. Look, her ex is not for her. Look at God. Your ex is not for you, Miss Bronson. He feel like, oh, nobody perfect. I mean, people do things. He was trying to absorb to see if she was genuine about whatever. Or she's trying to absorb to see if he was genuine about whatever. Some situation. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. So we have right here that she had a leader who was talking negative to her. And I'm going to say her man, Mr. Lewis. Or he might have been dealing with some leader that was negative to him. I don't know. So she joined a party, a gathering, an orientation, or interview, or whatever, party or whatever, something, a gathering, some kind of agency or whatever, afternoon she did. Follow me? So we have right here that she needed to tell him she wanted out. Or she told him she wanted out. So she told him she wanted out. Like she wanted to break up or wanted him to move or anything like that. Or she wanted to get out of the car or whatever. Some kind of way she told him she wanted out. Right? This is a money scheme, money deal card. Tell him or her you want out. I can turn it around with this situation because he murdered her. Maybe. What was he going to do? Was he taking her somewhere? She was telling him, she was in the trunk. So she might have been trying to tell him she wanted out. I don't know if he planned on making some money off of her some kind of way, or he owed somebody some kind of money, or he wanted her to not take him to non-support, and he wanted her to say she not going to do it, or whatever this is. Let's just flow a little bit. Whoa. So hats off to her. She's going down Benefit Alley. Once she told him she wanted out, she didn't want to be with him no more. Whatever's going on here, whatever. Okay, let's just see. Okay, so we have right here detention time away. He gonna have detention time away because he gonna be in jail. If you met the person straight, you're not obligated to take the person back gay. So either he met her straight and she wound up being gay, or she met him straight and or he wound up being gay. Get what I'm saying? However it's flowing. She had empty thoughts while time was going by. That's not the end. It can't be the end. It don't usually end like that. So maybe she found out that her person is gay, or he found out she was. No. I feel like she found out something about him because he don't want taking action and doing things against her. She wanted out. Okay, let's just flow. She know all about it. Look, mister, go about your business. She don't have to keep you if she don't want you. Okay, universe, you know all about it. Universe, tell me. Thank you, Lord, in advance for a blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let me just go with, see what this last one is. Thank you, Lord, for Miss, thank you, Lord, for Miss Bronson. I don't want to say her name wrong, the first name. And Mr. Lewis. A stop got to come to these men murdering these ladies. A stop has to come. Something got to give. It has to, something has to give. They got to get fixed. And I mean, they got to get fixed where they can't have children anymore, where they can't even perform. They don't want children, you ain't going to have to worry about it then, because you be fixed. You ain't got to worry about trying to have a child, because you ain't going to be able to make nothing happen to get a child. That's what need to be put in law, because I'm tired of hearing about men murdering women, pregnant women, and nothing's being done. They constantly doing it. A message got to be sent. Okay, universe, give me... Okay, this helping out. This one. This. Yeah. Okay, let's just flow. And I'm getting ready to... Oops. Whoops. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got a rape going on here. Somebody was raped. Somebody was raped. Is it my fault? I got raped. Either this man, Mr. Lewis, got raped before, or this young lady got raped before. Miss Bronson. Follow me? Let's take it. It says right here, how to control it the best way she can is to have structure in her life. Because he wanted to use her as a plaything wherever she lived. So we have right here, the best option for her, God says, for her to wear the shield on and the helmet of stone. Okay? Why did my mom give me up? I wonder who I look like. So we might have, this man might have a mother problem. When they have mother problems, they don't know how to treat a woman. So we have right here is a lack of control out of a Capricorn. She could have been a Capricorn. Or her mother's a Capricorn. Her mother's an earth sign, some kind of way. Let's just flow a little bit. Whoa, shoot. Let's just flow. Okay, let's just leave that for right now. Let me go with these. He wanted jointness. He wanted her to